Hello, everyone. It's William here. How are you all doing today? I see Kimberly is here. Hello, Kimberly. I see is here. Hello, Susie. Thank you all for joining us today. Day. It's always a busy day, but since we were both away, we're catching up on a lot of things. I was, as many of you know, I was able to do some packing and shipping while we were away, but I forgot my juice. But I was not able to do things for the online store, and I was not able to get as much done as I had hoped. So I've been working today doing packing and shipping, and trying to clean up some orders in the online store. I've got a number of orders for sublimation items like our our sublimation art pins. These are sublimated wood with designs by Andrew. And I have a number of these I have to get to. I have some laser projects to get to. I have some tote bag projects to get to. So just trying to get everything lined up and get everything kind of in order. Hello, Norma. Thank you for joining us. Marianne says, I will be lurking. Thank you, Marianne. Good to see you here. Angela says, I'm heading for a walk, but we'll be listening. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is, we had a lot of fun yesterday doing the kind of design inspiration show that we did. So we're calling this Live by Design. And I've picked a few things. Yesterday, I kind of picked things and coordinated things ahead of time. This time, we're going to kind of play it a little bit. And we kind of got into spontaneity, more spontaneous thing last night with Andrew too. So that's kind of what I'm going to do today is I've picked a few things to kind of start. And then Andrew come in and kind of pick some other stuff to go with it. So we're going to play that game. But we also hope that you will join in on the fun. So if a particular color will go good with something, shout it out in the comments. If you think a particular shape or some kind of bead or a kind of gemstone or crystal or anything, shout it out and we'll try and find it here. It's kind of like a Total Request Live, but we're kind of designing together instead. And so I think it'll be fun, hopefully. We're always trying to come up with new ways to do lives because we do these lives every weekday, right? We're here, you're here, many of you are every single weekday. And, as we were talking about yesterday, good to hang out with friends. But it also is good to inject a new energy into things. And we don't know if things are going to work, right? We don't know if our ideas are going to be fun, if they're going to end up being like, what is this all about? So we try and come up with different things in a while. We try them and we see what happens. Hello, Amanda. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, we try and come up with new things. And yesterday was something that we kind of dreamed up when we were driving back from Memphis and talking about the need to kind of, how people seem to like to design with us. And so that's why we did the show yesterday. Coordinating seems to spark more creativity in people, maybe. It shows you what some of the possibilities could be, and then you can riff off of that, right? So you can, what we think would look good together, and maybe you like all of that and you grab, but also maybe it sparks something that, oh, I have something in my stash that would go with that. Just by showing options, sometimes it gives a better idea of what's happening. Plus, I don't think a lot of people are doing this. I think many people who do the live shows have one particular design in mind, and they show you how to, or they have an assortment of items they want to show you, and they're going to show you those. That's kind of what a lot of our lives have been too. So we think that, coming up with something different every once in a while is fun. So hopefully you will like this, and hopefully you will participate. We really, really want the participation. I was just looking before the live, and I shared some things early that some of them have gotten no likes. Some of them have gotten 3 likes. It's really kind of strange how things happen. Like I shared that we're having our creative make along on Zoom. That is an event that we have had on Facebook since January. And there are a lot of people saying interested in that. It's great. But when I shared the event to remind people that the event was happening on our Facebook page, even though it's an event that's been there for a long time, Facebook would notify people that we shared this. There are 0 likes. And I know if there's 60 people interested in the event, there should not be likes on the post that it's coming up soon, right? So your participation really helps us. It helps our reach. It helps get more people involved. And we don't, we're not trying to make you just say things to say things. It helps our energy too on this side, because we know people are involved and they're interested in this. We don't make money off of these videos, at least very much money off of these videos, just by doing them. We have a number of people on YouTube. We make a little of ad money on some of the replays because we don't put ads in our videos live. If we could, that is a thing that they allow you to do, but it's kind of annoying. So we don't do that. We don't break up the live with ads. So we make a very, very minuscule amount. We're talking probably a few cents a day on the ads from like these live videos. So we need your help in having people see these. And one of the best ways to get people to see them is to let the algorithms know that people are interested. So the more, the better. And I know that, maybe some people don't believe that, but the more comments we get on a video, the more the reach of the video. We see the results. Norma says, I like the Zoom event and marked it going. Good. I have one person going for sure that maybe is you. And I did share it into the group as well. So you may have seen it in the group and liked it there, but not on our Facebook page. And that's, I don't know. I know our reach on our Facebook page is pretty low most days, even though we have, 8,600 followers? 8,600 followers. And if we are lucky, let's see what the highest number, recently one of the highest numbers has been 13 people. There's an 18 people who actually liked the posts on there. And I don't know what to do with that. We try to put out content that's not just selling all the time. Like we try to put out informational things. We try to talk about some of the classes we're doing and these places we go. And it's difficult because even though we have all these people following, we get seen by a tiny, that's not even 1%, everybody. That's like 80 people, 86 people would be 1%. That's 1% of people who follow us are seeing our posts. And we all know the issue. We all know, and we try to do the best we can, but and this is not just for us. I don't say this just for us. Any small business you love, find their Facebook page, go like it if you're on Facebook. The more you like things on their page, just go down their page and start like stuff. Give them some love. Share something once in a while. Throw it in your story. I know a lot of people, if you have a business, sometimes a lot of people don't use the story feature, like add to your story, but that is one of the big ways that things can get out in the world too, is you can share it to your story. And sometimes they show stories to people more than other things. So if somebody sees, for example, one of our posts in the story, that's why we share a lot of your things to our stories. We share them to our Facebook page itself. They don't always get seen, but in our stories, sometimes people see them and they'll click on the link and go into the group and then like them through. So you can do the same thing for small businesses you like or things that you like. Share them to your stories. It really helps. Because when I get a notification, I always click interested, then going. Good. Thank you. Nora says, okay, I just liked it on the AG page too. Thank you. It really helps. I know maybe I sound like a broken record. We try not to so much. But it's one of those things. It helps. And it's not, like I said, it's not just us. I say this for all small businesses out there. Uh, help them out. Help them out by sharing and liking things. And it's there now. Thank you, Norma. Yeah, it really does help. It keeps things going, and it also, there's a lot to say about the. I was talking yesterday. We talked about a lot yesterday. If you missed yesterday's video, there was a lot of lovey mushy stuff in there, and I think it was pretty good. I had a good time, but you talk about the inspiration that small business owners need to keep going, and it shouldn't be that big of a deal to see a bunch of likes on a post. But I will tell you that when you see a post that is really good, people have liked it a lot, it just makes it helps you keep your day going. Like, it's just like, yes, people like me, people like what we're doing. And so the more you can do that, I know a lot of people scroll through their feed and they don't hit the scroll, they see something, they watch it, they move on. You don't hit a lot of likes. I am a compulsive liker generally, and usually a lover. I hit the love button more than anything, and I'm like, do people think I'm flirting with them because I'm hitting the love on all of their posts? Because that's a thing, but it's just one of those things. Like, if I see something that's even like I'm interested, boom, love. A small business, I'm going to go through their page and I'm going to hit the like or the love on a bunch of their posts, and I'm going to make comments, and it just helps. It helps keep them in your orbit. So the more you do that, the more you'll see their posts pop up. I was telling, my aunt was saying that she never from us, and she likes a good, she follows us. She doesn't see much from us. And I said, just go through our page, and if you haven't liked stuff, just go through and like about 10 or 15 posts. And she did it, and then she's like, oh, I'm starting things now. And that's how it works. They want you to see stuff in some ways, right? They want you to stay on the platform. And what keeps you on the platform? Seeing the things you like. And so they try to show you the things that you like. We don't pay for ads generally in a while. So of course they're going to serve you the people who pay for ads above the people who don't, but they still don't want you to leave the platforms. So the more you like our stuff, the more you'll see of it. And hopefully you want to see more. I'm doing all this from the point of view that you want to see more of our things, and I hope that you do. So yeah, that it really helps us out. And so I don't know I don't know how I got it, but there you go. There you go. Please like, please share, please follow, please subscribe. Lots of good stuff. Andrew is making some food. He's trying to do a little bit of cooking early. We're talking about how we're trying to life plan ourselves a little bit, and I talked about this a little bit yesterday too. In addition to kind of like trying to do the whole manifesting and prayer or goodwill, that whole kind of stuff, that focusing your will, as Mary today. In addition to doing that and trying to look to the future and see what we want, we are trying to add that not only to our business life, but also our personal lives. We have realized the past probably 2 years or so, between health issues and Andrew, some of his family issues with his dad and all that, and just life, we have not always taken good care of ourselves these past few years. So we are trying to routines for ourselves that will allow us to eat better. We're trying to add a little bit more exercise, as I know a lot of you are also trying to add exercise into your days. And feel free, when I'm talking, comment. Leave some comments. If anything I say, it's you, or if you too are trying to exercise or you're trying to eat better. I know a lot of some health things that have forced diet changes and things like that, and you that, but we are trying to kind of refocus our energy on taking better care of ourselves. It is important. We oftentimes, as people and busy people, you all are busy people, we tend to ignore ourselves. We oftentimes treat others better than ourselves. And so Andrew and I we were talking about that and how we both want for each other to be healthy and for each other to take better care of ourselves. And so we're trying to make small moves to do that. Talking yesterday, I found that I buying this kind of trip that we made and being forced to get up early as small business owners. In a lot of ways, we can set our own schedule. And my whole life, I've been a nun. That started when I was young. My mom would work the night till 3, 4 in the morning. And I would wait up for her if I didn't have school, and when I did have school, which was terrible, waking up the next morning. But I would wait up for her until she got home. And I remember sitting and watching, because at that time at night, Hitchcock came on, Hitchcock Presents, and The Twilight Zone came on. And I remember watching those shows at night on the couch in front of the TV in our living room, waiting for my mom to get home, and sometimes hearing her come in the door. And so she was always a night person too. Obviously, she took a night job, and it worked for her, but it also worked because, my dad, when he was around, during the day, he was generally at work, so with us kids during the day, my brother and I, and then my dad was going to be with us at night. And so it's one of those things that some of you liking our posts. Thank you so much. It's popping me. I appreciate that. So I've always just been a night person. Through college, I could be a night person. I worked on all of my papers at night, in the middle of the night. I tend to do better that way. It's just quieter. It's more, there are less distractions. But what I realized on that trip is that my anxiety levels, and I am taking a lot of different things for my anxiety between the medication that I'm on officially and a lot of the herbal supplements and vitamins and things that I also take. That may have also helped, because I've been on those for a few weeks now on some of them, and they kind of, build up and level out. But I also, and Andrew pointed this out, he realized it, that I was much calmer, less anxious, and I deal with things a little better now. Instead of freaking out about smaller things, I'm dealing with them better. Since I was going to bed earlier and getting up earlier. And that's not my thing. I will stay up until 3 or 4 in the morning most nights. That's just the way I prefer. I will sleep until 10 or 11. That's what I prefer. Those are my kind of hours. I need 8 or 9 hours of sleep. I do know that. But my body, even before we left, had been trying to wake me up anywhere between 7 and 9 in the morning. And getting up at those hours on purpose and having to do things, like some of y'all who've got those kind of jobs, kind of put me in that attitude that I think maybe I need to change. And so that's one of the things that I'm working on, and Andrew is trying to help me work on, so that he, like I said, he's down cooking right now, trying to get some cooking done before we're cooking at midnight again. Go to bed between 11:30 and 12:30, the latest, and trying to get up by 9. And that's like first steps. We'll see if I go anywhere from there. But those are, and it has helped. But it also, the last few weeks or few months, I've also felt like when I'm in the evenings, when I'm doing things, I've had this slow down, like this little low period where I'm like, I could sleep right. And it's kind of, I think my body was trying to tell me, between waking up early naturally and it just telling me kind of at night, hey, maybe you should go to bed. And I just ignore it and stay up and work on stuff. And I'm trying to listen to it now. And I think that's a whole big thing. And I think it's very important. And it's something because I think a lot of us aren't good at taking care of ourselves. We take care of our pets, we take care of our spouses, we take care of our family, we take care of our friends, we take care of, a lot of other things, our house, before we take care of ourselves. And I have realized that we do this and we are getting older, and it is not something that we need to, it's something that we should probably correct before we continue on the path. So we're trying to add a little bit of exercise into our lives a little bit. We're trying to add better habits, better sleeping habits, better working habits, and we'll see how it goes. All in addition to trying to manifest that great life that we already do have, but it can always be better, right? It can always be better. Susie says your kids need you to be healthy, right? They do. They do. Kim is here. Hello, Kim. Thanks for joining us. Susan says, I would sneak downstairs at Johnny Carson. Oh my goodness. Johnny Carson was like the early part of the night, right? So my mom, she understood. My parents never really put curfews on my brother and I. We could stay up late most of the time. Most of the time I fell asleep when the TV station signed off and the national aid and the TV went to the fuzzy TV screen for the night. That was my bedtime for the most part. I'd watching Johnny Carson, and back then it was David Letterman, and then I think there was an even late show after David Letterman, and I would sometimes watch that too. But my parents were pretty free that way and allowing us to kind of have the schedule that was natural for us, except we had to get up for school, right? So they have a hard time waking us up pretty often. We missed some buses sometimes because my brother and I both fell back asleep, but for the most part, it was pretty good. Hello, Anne. Thanks for joining. Welcome. So yeah, we are working on a lot of things here, and just trying to keep everything going. And it's one of those things that we're doing catch up right now, and that's what it feels like. I was able to do a lot of things while we were away, but a lot we couldn't do. A lot here. Andrew has a show this weekend on Saturday. He's going to be in Pittsburgh doing a selling show, a market show. So he is be working on adding more to his inventory and creating things, and working on a table setup for the show, and I'm going to need him work on that as well. It's something we don't do that often, and for those of you who do markets out there, you know what it's like, right? And some of you do them often enough that you've got that setup down, and you still know, even when you've got that setup down, how hard a market day can be, right? So we are not used to doing shows, talking about, and we've scheduled some shows for this year, but it's not something that we do on the regular. So every time we do it, it feels like this big production. So we need to focus on this for this weekend for him. We would have started earlier, but of course we were away. So but it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good to get out there and have his stuff seen by people in a larger city, even larger than Johnstown. He'll be in Pittsburgh, and hopefully things will be, I think they're going to be really good. I think it's going to be a good thing to get out there. We just got to get made that is more his style. Like, we can have his art, we have his art things, but I don't know what he's going to try to tailor it to. I'm not actually sure what the show tailoring is supposed to be. So that's what I don't know if he's going to be working on enamel or powder coating things and stuff like that. So we are excited for that. I won't be able to go. I kind of want to skip work and go, but We have been closed in Johnstown for 2 solid weeks, and we cannot close another weekend. So I will be in Johnstown at the shop. If you want to come up to Johnstown local and want to come up and make stuff with me, please feel free to drop in. I would love to have people come in and make stuff with me this weekend. I need to kind of start promoting a little bit, but so I need to be open. He's going to be in Pittsburgh. I'll be in Johnstown. That's going to be on Saturday, but I will be in Johnstown Friday, Saturday, or Sundays and Sunday. So please feel free to drop in and say hi. Come make some stuff. Make some jewelry with me. Don't teach you. Marianne is here. Hello, Marianne. Angela says, I'm getting up with the sun and bedding early. It helps. You know, I've never been that person. And I think getting up with the sun, that's a little bit too early. I don't think I can do that because we're on these lives until, you know, until usually what? At least 9:30, 10 and our time. And I sort everything afterwards. Generally, first I make the spreadsheet, then I tabulate everything going through the emails that you all send us and do the spreadsheet and figure out the cost of everything for you. And then I do the invoicing and all of that, you know, and then I usually pack things that night or the next morning. But if I do it that night, usually all of that takes at least an hour. So we're already into like 11:30 and then we eat. So that's why getting to bed before midnight is going to be a challenge, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. So getting to bed at midnight and getting up when the sun rises, not going to happen for me. I know my body needs 8 to 9 hours of sleep, and we'll see. You know, I know as we get older, you need less and less sleep. We'll sleep less and less, whether you need it or not. I know that's a thing, and I can see it happening with me because, like I said, my body does naturally up earlier these days, but I force myself to go to sleep. Actually, I know a lot of people just get up and do their thing, but I don't. I end up forcing myself to go back to sleep for a little bit because I just know I function better generally. But we'll see. We'll see. Hello, Vicky. Says, hope everyone had a good day. We had a great day so far. We hope you've had too. Marianne says, up before sunrise most days and walk before 9 a.m. weather dependent. You know, there's a part of me, as much as I'm a night person, there's a part of me that loves the idea of getting up early. There's a part of me that loves the idea of being a morning person because I do think mornings are beautiful. Like there's that, it's crisp, the air. It's also like that at night. Many people don't realize that, but that crispness and that freshness of the air begins in the middle of the night. And I love that. I'll go out sometimes on the porch at 2 or 3 in the morning and just go out and smell the air because it smells so good, especially in like the summer or the spring and fall, the kind of transitional seasons. I love them. But mornings, there's a thing to the morning, and I think it's because I don't see it that often that it can be a beautiful thing. And so there's a part of me that kind of wishes I was more of a morning person because I feel like I would get more done because I just needed to get up. Once I get up, I feel like I'm one of those people. I wake up out of bed, I brush my teeth, brush my teeth, wash my face, and I don't lounge around and, kind of my lounging happens in the evenings. So a lot of work up until, a certain time at night. And then we'll kind of eat and maybe do a little bit more work, but then I might lounge around and watch a little TV and stuff. And I know other people are like that in the morning. They get up. My grandmother was like that. She would get up and she would sit and have her coffee in the morning and watch some TV, the morning shows, and kind of get her morning started. I'm like, get up and go from the morning. I feel like that if I got up earlier most of the time, I would have that get up and go and just start doing stuff. And maybe I would get more done. I don't know, because I do a lot at night too. But like going for a run. I'm not going to go for a run at night. I'm going to go do my exercise outside at night because it's dangerous. Like running on the sidewalks, town isn't that dangerous. Running on the sidewalks and cars seeing you and all that, that's not. So the mornings, I think I could do more of the things that I'm trying to change in my life. So we'll see. Get earlier and starting the day. We'll start at 9ish. We'll say 9ish. That give or take an hour, right? But we did get I got a little later start today. I got to bed a little bit later than I wanted, and I did get a little later start today because I'm like, we have no sleep in a while, and we were both exhausted last night after that long, what was it, 14 to 16 hour drive that we had. We were both pretty exhausted, so I slept in a little bit more than what I wanted. We said we're bad accountability partners today because I'd make him get up. He didn't make me get up. We didn't stick to the schedule we had started to talk about, so we'll try again tomorrow. But at least I was up a little earlier. Let's see. Angela says, my early rise is essential for summer. It's balmy by 9. Need Daisy Dukes by 10. Yeah, I bet. That thing, summer, that's one of the things I do like the night time for, because being up at night, it's cooler sometimes. Sometimes nights just get thick and hot and humid too, but most of the time they're cooler, and that's why some people like mornings best, because it's still, that coolness is still there. Marion says, I need more sleep than I used to. See, you're doing the other thing. I've always heard that as we get older, we don't need as much. But, and I don't know if it's we don't need as much, it's just our bodies don't get as much. I don't know that needing there's debate on that, I guess, from what I read, because, your brain needs so much deep sleep and REM sleep because it helps to flush out. They're finding that your pushes out toxins and things and dead cells and all that during those time periods. And they're trying to see if there's a link between dementia and Alzheimer's as we get older, because we don't sleep in those sleep cycles, and thusly we don't flush as much when we're sleeping. So anyway, I think it's good if you can't sleep. That's why I put myself back to sleep, even though they say that's not always good. I find that I can get pretty deep sleep putting myself back to sleep most of the time. Let's see. Vicky says, not me. I need more sleep. See, people are needing. There you go. Anna, hello, Anna. Thank you for joining us. Norma says, I feed the cats at 6 a.m. at their insistence, then go back to bed until 8 or 9. Generally go to bed between midnight and 1 a.m. Yeah, see, that's what I'm going to try to do. Try to go to bed between midnight and 1. I'm going to try and pretty much be on your schedule, Norma. Trying to get up between 8:30, 8 to 9, somewhere in there. Now, feeding the cats, they eat when I get up. That's the way it is. So, and I think it works. They're not too insistent on trying to wake me up early. They pretty much, they're not allowed in the room that we're sleeping in right now. It's the guest room. And do some figuring on our bed, because our bed is starting to get old, and it's starting to cause pain to sleep in the bed. And so that's why we moved into the guest room. But when we're with the cats, they will crowd around us, and they will sleep as long as we're sleeping. They don't try to get up early. If they do, they run and they do the thing, but they don't try to wake us up. Thank goodness. So they will sleep pretty much as long as we let them. Hello.
Howdy.
Andrew's up here and back, and he's been cooking the food. It smells good.
Hopefully it's good.
You making the cottage pie?
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
What's happening?
Oh, we're talking about how we're trying to do better sleep schedules and do some exercise, maybe. Taking care of ourselves a little bit more.
We talked about that on the way.
That's what I'm saying, how we were talking about that. And just talking about everyone's sleep schedule and what they do. And you know how they say you need less sleep as you get older. And A lot of our people are like, I need more sleep now.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is odd because that's not what you normally hear. But
I think if I sleep the right amount, which is not as much, but if it's on my own cycle, I'm better.
Yeah, whatever your cycle, if you listen to your cycle.
So I only usually need 4 hours of sleep, but I have to go to sleep and wake up on my own.
Yeah. If he sets an alarm or...
Yeah, if I get in and it's not on my own time, I feel like I feel discombobulated.
Yeah. And as I was talking about how like we're trying to... I'm trying to go to bed by midnight or 1 and get up 8 or... And how lately, like my body has been trying to wake me up at that time anyway. And I just... And I
keep fighting.
I keep fighting it, and like the food coma after dinner, and that's really probably my body saying, just go to sleep. Right? It's probably not so much a food coma, like that's when my body is trying to get it. So I need to listen to it. Normally feed the cats, I don't sleep. See, they sleep with us until I'm ready to feed them early. Mary says, my cats are pretty good about not waking me up, but are expectant of us ASAP. Barnaby, he would skip breakfast for going outside. Like his insistent thing in the morning is let's get up and go out. Like let's just do it. And he doesn't get upset, but he tells me about it when I feed everybody first instead of going outside first, which is normally what we eat first. Because not everybody gets to go out. But yeah, he will skip breakfast, put the food down and say you want, and then if we go out, he's got his priorities. Then but when he comes in, he eats. He is like, it's like a dopamine rush for him to go outside. And if he hasn't eaten much during the day and he feels a little bit low, I take him outside. He goes and runs around a little bit, comes in, and he like chows down. So that's how we know we can pick up his spirits a little bit.
Even if it's just for a minute.
Hello, Susie. Thank you for joining us. Susie White out there. How's Florida? How are things going? How are things going where y'all are at? We have a flood warning, I guess, but it hasn't rained all day. I don't know if the flood warning is supposed to be for tomorrow.
I don't know.
It just came up on my phone before this, and it said flood warning, but the forecast isn't even calling for rain. So maybe it's for tomorrow. I don't know. But anybody know? Susie out there? Do you know? Anybody? Huh? Our neighbor? Anybody know why we have a flood warning popping up?
It might be for Somerset.
Maybe. Maybe for around us. Yeah. But yeah. So I picked out a few things here. I was saying, so we had fun, like, kind of designing on the fly, doing inspiration on the fly. So we called this live. We're kind of gonna.
I'm gonna throw you a challenge.
You're gonna throw me a challenge? How am I gonna do a challenge sitting here?
You're gonna find out. You're
gonna find out. Norma says severe thunderstorm moving in here right now. So it must be for to overnight or early morning. What are you doing? What's going on, Andrew?
Flip it.
Okay, we're gonna flip the camera, everybody. Let's get this started, I guess. Andrew's ready.
Y'all have been talking about cats enough.
We've been talking.
Never
took the camera off instead of flipping the camera.
Never enough, right?
Let's get rid of our keyboard here. All right, never enough talk about cat. Let me flip this here, the camera. There we go. Anna says it's been raining all day and expected to rain all day tomorrow. Maybe that's why. Maybe we're gonna start getting that rain from y'all. All right. Just gave me this.
This is the first one.
This is the first one.
You gonna turn on a light?
Oh, where are my lights? There they are. It's like,
get ready to talk.
I know.
We talked about rolling on the concrete.
We did talk about rolling on the concrete while we were away.
And it was not an unusual conversation or hyperbole.
No, it was actual rolling
on the concrete.
Yeah, it was. That's literally what we, and didn't think we brought it up. Someone else brought it up.
Correct.
We were like, oh, There we go.
See?
Somebody's
It
talking.
does happen.
Somebody else talks about it too.
All right, you got a pen?
I got a dime.
Well, that
Wait,
works.
no, I got a penny. Here's a penny. Boy, that's a new penny. It looks like an old penny. Let me zoom in a little bit on this. There we go. Yeah, there we go.
Are you on StreamYard or are you on the...
I'm on the Restream today. It's working today.
Oh, good.
I like when things work.
Correct. All right.
I forgot my juice water.
What?
I know. Okay. What are we doing?
All right. So this is a chrysoprase.
This is a beautiful thing. Oh, are we doing lot numbers for this?
Yeah.
Let me get a lot number. Holy moly, everybody.
And
Andrew surprised me.
I know. Ready, set, go. Who's ready?
LD lots, live design. Did we do that before? Doesn't look like it. LD. These are going to be LD lots, everybody. If you want to purchase, you know, it's streaming.
No, just go over it real quick.
Okay. Take down the lot number.
This requires audience participation, by the way.
Yeah, I told y'all we want you to participate.
Because if it's me talking, that's fine. But you get bored to tears and they gently cry.
So this is your piece of paper that we do. LD is the lot number LD1. If you like something that you see, we'll give it a price, which I'm going to put down here once I talk with Andrew over all this. And then you take that LD1, put it in the email subject line, use best, put in the subject line of an email, send it to info@allegorygal.com. Please send a new email each time. Don't reply to your old sent emails to send a new work well. And if you send an email and you win it, because it's first come, first serve, you promise to take it.
I mean, all claims by email.
That's it. No claims in the comments. Sorry.
I had somebody ask yesterday, fortunately for you, we have this wonderful opportunity for you to email. And no matter if you're on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or wherever you are, you have the opportunity to send it to our email.
That's right. And we do this because it works the best for us. And
it works the best for you.
It works the best for you. All right.
Good job.
Good job, everybody.
Anyway, so this pendant it's a chrysoprase. Believe it or not.
Is it chrysoprase?
It looks like it.
Oh my goodness.
It's a little bit unusual, but you can tell a little bit on the back.
Right here, that green right there.
Chrysoprase? Now you got me second guessing myself. It's either that or Peruvian opal, but more yellow-green Peruvian opal. It's light. I'm guessing maybe Peruvian opal.
Peruvian opal. It looks more like a Peruvian opal.
The more he shows it to me. All right. Rephrase.
Peruvian opal.
But it's more of a greener one, less blue one.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I got thrown. Anyways, it's sterling silver. It's got a sterling silver hammer detail. See the squiggles? And then kind of what? An Aztec or Mesopotamian? Not Mesopotamian. Mayan.
Some kind of, yeah.
Aztec?
I don't know if it's Aztec or Mayan design.
And I originally had that for $24.
Okay.
But I can let it go for $20.
Was 24, now 20.
Now, what do y'all think should go with that?
What should go with this, everybody? Marion says our flood warning is for 5 a.m. tomorrow until Thursday. That makes sense. Susie says it was 107 today.
Thanks.
Norma says, I wouldn't be able to live in Florida. That heat and humidity makes me mean. Me too, Norma. Me too. This is way too soon for so much heat. Depending on how hurricane season goes, I may decide to head for a less vulnerable location, says Susie.
Yeah, but who knows where that is?
Right? Who knows where that is? Whether it's tornadoes, hurricanes.
Well, Asheville, they thought it was safe in Asheville. And...
Right. Angela says Peruvian opal, methinks.
Mm-hmm.
Would go well with those olive serpentine you showed yesterday, says Marianne. So
what else do you think?
What else do you think? What else? We have Peruvian opal. I can see if I can pull that serpentine from yesterday, but we already played with that.
Did we do these? Do you still need these or not?
Let me take a look. Just to
He's
make
gonna
sure.
check something real
You gotta
fast.
check the spreadsheets.
Make sure we're good.
What number was that?
GC.
What number specific?
41.
That's available. 2 of them.
So what do y'all think? I think we're gonna sell these for
$6. How about these? So
you like that flavor?
These are ceramic, right?
I think those are glass.
Glass.
Mm-hmm.
So how about those? So that's going to be how much? $6.
$6.
LD2. Boy, LD. I picked it's hard letters for me to write. $6 each. There are 2 strands of these available if you're interested. LD2. That's really pretty. Actually, like it should have been Andrew chose it, but look how pretty.
Or do you want more contrast?
Anne says maybe mix in some Roman glass.
Let's see if I've got that for you.
Let's see. We have a Roman glass vessel.
There you go.
There you go. Look at that. You could.
Anything can be a bead.
Anything can be, right? You can use that into a bead, right?
What about these? These are not Roman glass. They kind of have that vibe.
What you want to do on these?
They should be 24. I can do 18.
Oh, there's only one of them. I thought there were 2. This is one long strand.
African.
LD3 was 24. Doing it for 18.
Not quite
Let me.
Roman glass.
No, let me jump back here to the wider angle here so you can get more on screen. Yeah, look at this. Look at how pretty those are. And if you add some of those in there.
You want to go something different? Do you want something different? What do y'all think?
Marion says, nope, doll's the color of the pendant.
What about this one? This little pocket.
Kimberly says that vessel is neat. Angela says, I'm liking this presentation.
Thanks.
Thanks.
We try our best.
I said we try and
offer service of quality and work.
Right, and something different. Every once in a while, we try to come up with something different.
But this
How much are those?
What do you think?
I would say probably like that much.
24. I can do 20.
Held 4 from 24 down to 20. This is about a half strand. I think it's an 8-inch strand. Yeah, 8-inch strand of graduated coral. Sponge coral. That's nice. Now some contrast, says Anna. Maybe some lemon chrysoprase, says Susan. Chocolate brown, says Anna.
Mocha Madness.
Mocha Madness.
Whatever it's called.
Oh, that reminds me. I have to take y'all. I'm taking the road trip kits off the online store after this. So if you didn't get one and you want one, you've got until the end of this live to grab one. Chocolate brown and turquoise, says Susie. Marianne says it would work with some added yellows. And remember, y'all, you can claim these too. These are for sale.
This flavor.
Yep. About this one.
You'll like that flavor.
How much is this one going to be?
I can do it for $6.
Okay. LE5, $6. This is a yellow green or a green yellow. So look at that.
Is that the flavor?
What's the flavor, y'all? What do you like? What do you like with that pendant so far? What's your favorite so far? Shout out in the comments what your favorite pairing.
You want brown though?
Some people are saying more brown.
Wow. Let's see what that.
What's your favorite thing so far? You know, I honestly think I like LD1, LD2, and LD4 together. This is what I like.
I like that.
I like this vibe right here. LD1, 2, and 4 is my favorite. What's your favorite combination with these?
That's the winner. You know what this kind of reminds me of is the old timey stream magazines.
Oh yeah?
Kind of like your design. You have these designs.
Michelle?
I don't know.
Marianne says I wouldn't use the coral.
I know you don't like it.
You don't like it. Amazonite, says Susie. Chocolate brown and turquoise.
Chocolate brown and turquoise. For that pendant, well, let's see if I've got it.
I think I had. Did I have a little bit of turquoise over here somewhere at one point? Maybe I moved it.
Chocolate brown and turquoise.
There was a blue kit over there that had a turquoise in it.
This is something.
Anne says I like 1, 2, and 5. So 3 together.
I like
this is very spring. Anna says I like the red for a pop.
What about this? That's not really anything, but it's kind of looks like.
You like this, everybody? Oh, I don't know about that.
Let me see. Maybe with silver stairs.
They're definitely on the back of that pendant. There's that
little touch
right here, that blush of that same blue. So I think if you use the pendant on that side,
maybe with some like old.
You'll like this number 2, LD6. I'm running out of room on the screen. How much you want? I think we normally 6.
Let me. They're normally 10. So I could do 8.
8. And 2 of these available.
Y'all think? You'll like that flavor?
Okay, y'all.
Or just skip altogether?
So far, nobody has grabbed any of it.
Well, maybe they're waiting to see
something else. All right, let me close up some of this because I'm out of room, and we will. Let's see. What am I doing here?
You want another design challenge style?
Design challenge style.
A little bit more palatable.
What do you want, everybody? You want something wild and weird, or you want something tame or, as Andrew said, palatable? What are you up for tonight? Let us know in the comments. Remember, comments are great. Give us all the comments.
Curveball, yeah.
You're going to curveball everybody. Oh, and we're throwing curveballs tonight.
What about this?
Danette is here. Hello, Danette. Thanks for joining us. Let's see. Like daffodils and first buds, says Anne.
I love a daffodil.
Right? Let's see here. Carnelian, says Vicky.
That design.
Boy, all of a sudden, all these comments came up.
Are you sure you just missed it?
I was pushing up and then got to the end. Let's see here.
How about this?
LD. Oh, I just put everything away.
Well, put that up. Maybe somebody will be intrigued by it.
Intrigued by it. Here's some carnelian. Ooh, these are nice.
The drops.
Yeah. How much you want to do those for?
I could do them. It should be 16. But I can do it for 12.
Okay. LD7 was 16. Now 12. 3 of these vintage carnelian drops.
I got that at the Albuquerque flea market.
Amanda says, apparently my postal service is planning on striking on Friday again. I heard that. Well, I saw news. They are all things are like, here's the plan for Canada. And I didn't really read it because it flashed up on my screen and went away. But I had a feeling something was going to be happening.
Like that is so old that the plastic is yellowing.
Yeah, these are vintage. Look, the plastic in between the spacers are yellowing, but these are really nice. Vintage carnelian LD7.
Go with that.
Learn something with that. What was the curveball you were going to give us?
I'll give it to you. I don't know.
Lost the curveball.
Alas.
Yes. Got the most magnificent box of goodies from AG yesterday. I saw that they were up, and thank you so much. I've got more to send too.
Hooray.
I did what I could from the road.
What's the ice up there?
I don't know what it was.
It was a acrylic pendant.
No, I don't.
Like this big.
I do not see a dichroic pendant up here. You started hunting for the end. Although, if it's dichroic, I wonder if this blue would be good to leave up here right now. What's the favorite thing you got yesterday, Anne? What's your favorite thing in your new box of goodies?
It's like he was asking me, and I was like, what did I get?
What did I get? He's like, nothing. No.
Make me something.
Anna says, I got mine yesterday too. Anne, what was your favorite, Anna? What's the favorite thing you picked up from us? I'd like to know. Oh, wow. Here it is.
Oh.
You did put it up here. This is the one hiding under the box lid. Interesting how that works. Danette's, I'm on YouTube. Is it just my feed, or is there a skip every once in a while? I don't know, Danette. No one else has mentioned it at all today.
Shut your browser and
refresh the browser. Look at this one. I think, look at this. This is just standing out now. Look at that.
That does go well.
Right? Isn't that pretty? LD8. How much is this pendant, Andrew?
What do you think?
I don't even know. I think it should be around 36.
Let's do a 20.
20. Okay. $20.
Give him a deal.
Give him a deal.
Trying to break the seal.
Oh, somebody says it is skipping.
Oh.
I don't know.
Restream.
Yeah, maybe Restream's not it. It was working so well for us at first. It goes slow, then fast to catch up. Well, I checked our internet, redid the whole house internet to make sure, and I don't think it's us. Restream seems to be having issues. It was good the first like 2 days, and every once in a while it's good.
Can you scroll down on that so I can see the feed?
Is it?
It is skipping.
It is kind of skipping.
On Facebook, it's skipping.
Let's do a hand movement to see what.
Look how good this carnelian looks.
I know, that's the thing, is the picture is so much better on this.
It's so juicy.
I know.
It's got the juice.
Let's see here. Yeah, it is doing a weird thing. Hard to see for these unusual shaped enamel bead pairs that Anne got that she liked. Nice.
Or was it the sea coop?
Is the glitching, Marianne says, wouldn't call it skipping, but it's glitching. Is it in the sound too? Because we can't listen to it, or I'll get like repetitive sound. Or is it just, yeah, is it just in the video? Anne says, yes, it is a weird skip. I thought I was having weather. Huh. Interesting. See? Nobody mentioned it. So many things. Really like the Peruvian opal coins. Love lots of the loose beads I got. And the golden bee. Who is that by?
The big one?
The golden bee.
That's by the brass stamping people.
Are they brass stamps? I don't remember the golden bee.
There's a giant one.
I don't know. We'll see. Is it the giant one, Anna? Michelle says, I do love how much better everything looks here. It's both in sound and video.
And then turn this shit off.
Yeah, I don't know why it should be. The thing is the bar across the bottom isn't skipping, I don't think. It's just the video feed, which is strange.
Are you on the internet?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Norma says, mine is more the sound that is noticeable. They might be having weather issues. Yeah, they might. I don't know where Restream streams out of, so it could be where it's doing a lot of raining. Cut our feed out so it's not continually going and playing. If I can, let's just cut that out. Anne's asking, was it a Bob Burkett bee? Could have been.
Oh, did you got? Yeah.
There were Bob Burkett bees. It's got a large hole through it. That is the Bob Burkett, the bronze Bob Burkett. They have very large holes.
I'm glad you got it.
Yeah, there are, I think there were some of those left. I don't know if they all sold. Oh, let's see. Is Susan here? Susan is here. Hello, Susan. Surreal. Let's see. Norma says, hey, Susan, good to see you. You've had rough weather lately. Yeah, they've had rough weather down there, over there.
Is that available? Should
be. Anything, if it's with the other stuff that's available, it should all be available. C22. Yeah, that stuff's available.
What do you think of that?
How about that? This is LD.
What kind of D is that?
I know, that's the thing. That's my writing.
Well, try harder.
Try harder. What price do you want on these?
I could do them for 8 a strand.
8 a strand. 2 of them available. And this is LD9. Look at this with this.
You don't like that? That mermaid glass?
That is the ticket. I'd throw a little bit of pink in there.
Or brown. Or what's that color? Is it a purple? Or black? Or brown? Kind of looks brown.
There's a deep purple underneath. for sure.
Flip it. Oh, never mind.
That's a deep purple.
Kind of looks brown from here.
There is some brown gold here. There's definitely purple. No question. Look at that.
Oh, I think somebody claimed something.
Oh, LD. One of the carnelian strands is claimed. Thank you so much. First claim of the night. Thank you so much. It's always like, hooray! I like that.
What about these? Would this work?
Let's see here. We've got a whole bunch. Oh, LD9 just one of the mermaid glass strands. Thank you so much.
You.
We have one more of those available if you're interested. And this could definitely go with this one particular piece. Right? There's one particular piece that has this gold kind of color to it. And so that could be really pretty.
Put it with the mermaid glass.
This is.
You like that flavor?
I like that flavor. Let's get the light on it too. Whoa. I can hold everything together. Look at that. Curveball boho elegance, says Angela. Right?
And you're gonna name that design style. Name a design style.
Name a design style. Boho elegance. I love LD8, but alas, having a car issue, says Danette. That happens. That happens.
How about, okay.
Let's see here.
Is it on here?
All right, LD6. Let's put these away. I gotta make room. I'm running out of room on the design board here. Okay, LD7. Let's put that away. That's the carnelian. Had to carnelian because I seem to be in a fiery mood lately, says Norma.
Your powder coat piece turned out great.
Yeah, that fiery powder coat. They did you see Sawtooth shared everything too? Shared some of the designs. Andrew reshared. How much are these, by the way? I didn't give them a number.
I could do them for maybe 5.
5 each. I don't know how many of them are here, but there are. I doubt we'll sell them all. I would love to know, but we'll just say multiple lots available. Restream has headquarters in Austin, Texas. Maybe that's okay. That doesn't also mean where they're streaming from. Who knows? Who knows? Okay.
Let's exit out that focal.
Get rid of the focal. Can you for that focal? Here, I've got this. I found one. Get our bags up here. We took them on the road with us. I stole them. Angela says carnelian for communication. Okay.
Put it on your forehead, William.
What, are you saying I don't communicate well?
I'm glitching.
I'm the one glitching, right? That is true. It's true.
How about this flavor?
What do you got there?
That's not
No, that is not what that is. Is this an opal? What is this?
Let me see one.
Or chalcedony. This is chalcedony.
Looks like chalcedony.
This is chalcedony. D11, how much for these?
For the handful? What do you think?
Or individually? Well, probably the handful.
Because I won't be able to match that.
16?
Well, they're usually 24 a strand. And that'd make probably, maybe, yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
No, they're big chunky pieces.
They are chunky. Chunky.
They probably sell them like $3 a piece. So.
Yeah. Let's listen. This is just giving you all a good deal.
Some of the little ones, maybe a little bit less.
But beautiful chalcedony.
Yum, yum.
And they would go really well. Like, look at this.
You think? I think
so. I like that. I'm getting ideas here too. LD11. $15 for the whole bundle of the Chalcedony. Norma said, I did see the Sawtooth share. Also got a Sawtooth survey to fill out.
We'll make sure to put down I'm your favorite teacher.
Andrew is your teacher
your
ever.
Favorite artist's favorite artist. Toblerone style.
Right.
Or, yeah, make sure to give me a good review.
We want to go back.
Otherwise, they're not going to ask me back.
I know.
I didn't get asked back through the parking lot.
I know, before we left this time.
But I don't think that you can be a visiting artist
too many times. You become a permanent artist. Let's see. LD11 just sold the Chalcedony. Thank you so much. Oh, that darling girl. Oh.
She's been naughty today.
She had maybe. Someone was naughty today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Bless their heart.
Adjusting. What else do you think, everybody? What kind of vibe do you want to see with this? Give us some ideas. Oh, how about that? What about this? Is this a strand? You think this?
Show them.
What do you think of this, everybody? These labradorite cubes. Miss some of this? You like that?
Pick up the blue in it?
Yeah, like kind of maybe with these or with these. Look how everything just roots up.
How about these?
What do you think of that, everybody? Ooh, I'm liking that. Let me show them my idea first. Okay, how much you want for those labradorite cubes, Andrew? If you're selling them.
Where did those come from?
They were up here in your design space. Norma says, I gave Andrew the best marks.
Oh, good. And William, too, I hope.
They did ask about me, I'm sure.
What do you think?
This is it is about a 13-inch strand.
Those are nice.
I know. They are 4.5 millimeters.
I think retail they'd probably be about 18.
I was hitting 24 on those, but
I can do it for 16.
16. Ooh.
That's a pretty good deal.
16. Let's see here. Susan says, I have those lab cubes. They are awesome. I know, because I think these are old. I think these are older than some of the ones we've had. These are, I think, a vintage strand. But we have brought in some labradorite cubes that are really nice too. These are very nice. Not to say they're 4.5 millimeter, about a 13-inch strand, $16 for the strand, LD12. If you've gotten labradorite cubes by us, I don't think you're going to be unhappy with these. If you haven't, a chance to get them.
Who said that?
Who?
That they got that?
Anna and Susan.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
How about this flavor?
Ooh, I didn't know you were throwing it. I'm just throwing stuff around. How much are these?
$4.
$4 a strand. E13. $4 each. And we have a number of these. I'm just going to say MLN. If we get up to selling a number of them, then I'll take a look. Look at these. These are kind of cool, starting to add to the mix. What other colors do you think would go well with this, everybody? Audience participation time. What all would you like? I think this with these and these would be fun. Or maybe those. That would add a little bit of dark to that. You could play around with instead of being so light. What other colors do you think? What do you think? We're starting to morph here. I like as it goes on, it starts to morph in like We're moving away, I think, from some of this. We can get into some of this over here. Let's move LD9 away. That's the mermaid glass because I'm room. More blue, says Marianne. A bold red, says Kimberly. Oh, we've got some reds.
What?
More cream pearls.
Have a flavor. This isn't cream pearls, but it's got that same vibe.
These are round. Okay. Oh, these little silvery, glittery ones.
They're called Stardust. And they're, oh boy, they're silver-plated Stardust beads. And the ones I think are, they are,
Are you selling the whole bag? Oh boy.
I don't want to sell it by the piece because it'll be here forever. I can do it for 16.
Ooh, that's a really good deal. Somebody's going to grab that, I believe.
You'll like that?
I think these are beautiful and wonderful. Kimberly, wow. So somebody, I think, is going to end up with this bag of these for $16. Love the Stardust beads, says Kimberly. They're cute little saucer shape. They're really pretty. LD14, are those $16?
Now, what if I did?
Ooh, I smell food. I don't know if that's your food or someone else's food.
I don't know.
But we got the windows open and something smells delicious.
So I could do it. So, do you want a bigger batch?
LD14 just sold. Thank you so much. Do I want a bigger batch of what?
So I had some of the Stardust beads, but in round.
Oh.
And I have a small bag that's $8, and I have of the same beads of these ones, or
of the
$16 bag.
Of the rounds or the saucers?
Do you think I should combine that? It's cheap. They're round.
Just combine them. Because somebody just tried to get 14 again and missed out. So maybe they will want rounds. So this is going to be LD 24.
There's a lot. But if we had more time, I'd count them out.
But we're on a roll.
We'd be there for entire.
We're designing.
Eternity and beyond.
Okay, so LD14 is sold. I'm going to leave it up here though, so we can play around with designing with them. I think these would go really well with the. Here are the rounds, and this is an even bigger bag. We pack this full.
He told me to.
I did. I love Stardust. Back in my day, my little bead store kept them by the case. It was an occasion to buy them, says Anne.
Well, here you go.
Here you go. You got them all. Look at this.
Why they're so expensive is because they're up here.
So Andrew's selling them cheap, is what we're saying. Realize that, but okay. LD15. That's a big bag of the rounds. Those rounds, let me give you a size on those through the bag here. They are approximately 6mm rounds, and you get the whole big bag, LD15, for $24. If you missed 14, a few people missed out on 14, you might want to grab 15. Rounds of very good shape to have. Useful. And I think these would go great with the labradorite. I would love these with the labradorite. Anne is asking if gold Stardust is coming.
Nope.
No.
I have some tarnished ones that look gold.
Tarnished ones that look gold.
This one I got for 16.
Okay. This is LD 16, and it's $16. These are a large Stardust silvery round, and I think these are 8. These are 8mm. And now I'll tell Sydney off here because we're running out of room. So LD11, which has sold anyway. Thank you so much. Over to the side. And we have LD12 still available. We have LD13s still available. 13 has sold multiple times. So if you missed out on that, we have LD15. And we have the smaller bag, larger LD16.
How does this compare? This is
Bigger.
more?
I think so. Here,
Oh,
take a look.
boy. What's happening to my life?
LD12 has just so much. That's the labradorite.
Maybe it's because it's the bags are different.
You're saying there's 2 of those. Is that right?
Sure.
Is that how we're doing it? 2 of those, LD16. Okay, so these are LD16. These are a larger round in the silver. What do y'all think of these? You like these? So far, the only Stardust that sold were the 14s. One person got them.
They want more saucers.
They like the saucer shaped.
I think I have some, but they're strung up.
Because we could have sold that 2 or 3 times.
Wow.
But it is what it is. We've got what we've got here, y'all.
But there could always be more.
There could always be more.
I think that's hopefully it's not burning on it.
You better go check on that. Grab water while you're down there. Or you want me to check on that? Anna says they are nice. I think they're beautiful. Maybe because I didn't take out these large ones so you can see them outside of the bag and tempt you with them. They're also very, very light, I will say.
They're hollow.
Look at them. Look at them. They will add some looks to your design. Aren't they cool? Resist. You're like, easy, I don't like them. Oh, bless their little bones. Look at these.
Don't hurt its feelings, William. It's lovely.
It is lovely. Oh, I was like, why is it my screen just changed colors? Like, why do these look tarnished? It's yellow screen time.
Do you know where your children are?
So there are. These are the smaller ones, and these are the larger ones. Let me show you.
All right, y'all wanted some more saucers?
At that.
I don't know if these are the same size. They're strung up, so they're maybe a little bit different.
Hold on. Let me put these. Get them in the right bag. Goodness, I put those back in the wrong bag. I've been sorting all night. LD15 just sold, the big bag of the small rounds. Thank you so much. What you got there, Andrew? Oh, by that. These are the same size. You think that's the same amount?
I can do that.
You did the bag for 16.
What? There, I could probably do them.
How many are on a strand?
That would be like
1, 2,
half.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
So that would
28 on a strand.
That looks like 6 bags. 6 strands.
That looks like about 6 strands.
So 6 divided by 6.
16 divided by 6 times 3.
No, just one. Can tell by the
16 divided by...
Just do them for, just do it since they're straight. Do them for, for a strand.
For a strand?
Mm-hmm.
Anne is asking what they're made out of. They're metal. They're metal. Silver-plated metal. LD17, $4 each, 3 strands available. We'll do it this way. Anne says, I feel like the Stardust serve the same purposes on crystals. They class up the joint. I love pairing both with something grungy, right? Yeah. Get that contrast going. So there's strands of these. There's about, boy, let me, this sold, so let me find a bag. Should have told Andrew. Andrew, bring up some bags. I know he's not going to hear me. They're fun with shards, Susanna, right? That would be very cool. Wonder if we have any rustic shards up in here we can play around with. So let's see. LD14, that has its own bag. How many? LD14 has sold. If you miss out on LD14, you can ask me, and I'll let you know. LD14 has also sold. Thank you so much. But LD16 is still available. That's the 8mm, the whole bag of 8mm rounds. And LD17, we have 3 of these available by the strand. These are the saucers, the same size as 18, but less of them. And by, oh, I forgot. Yeah, we have 2. We have 2 of LD16, by the way. If you're looking for more, we've got it right there. These are about 6.5mm saucers. We've sold 1 of these so far, so 2 of them left. Excuse me, everybody. So how are you all liking this? You like this game? I kind of like this game. We've kind of stopped design a bit, but we'll get back into it here. Y'all are mentioning things I can't really, I don't want to root through while he's away. So we'll find some stuff. Somebody, oh, Marianne said autocorrect. That's, I know. LDLF. It happens. Usually if you're sending some things in, oh, we just sold another strand of LD17. So there's 1 of these left at $4. $4 each, 3 strands available. Now only 1 strand left. And I think these are, yeah, these are kind of tied in at least. Yeah, there we go.
So the cheese did run us over.
Oh no.
Oh, it's fine.
It smelled good. I don't know what. We've sold 2 strands of this, so we have 1 strand left. What other colors do you want to see? Since now we're starting kind of a blank slate here. Somebody said rustic shards. Do we have any rustic shards to go with these?
Maybe. And
Anne was talking about how they are like Austrian crystals. They class up the joint, but loves pairing them with something great.
Class up the joint. Do you want to do one more classy, and then we'll? Okay. Then I'll search for the shard.
Grunge Fest. Grungy. I have something like this paired with like, we have the, whoa, these are these the badger claws? Like this, like these are,
you know, people forget we have a whole line of computer.
I do too. And I can't remember if this is the there's a coyote claw and a badger claw. I think this is the badger claw, the big one.
The bigger one?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Let me look.
All right, let's class up this joint.
Yes. This is the badger claw. I think these with the silver, the antique silver badger claw could be kind of... Oh, my camera just flip. One moment, please. One moment, please. Let me try not to...
Expose me.
Well, not that only, but not seasick people either.
There you go.
Oh, how much are these?
103 a strand.
How many strands would you give me? You don't count before you give me stuff? How do you do business? You don't count before you hand it over.
I'll let you do it.
Okay, so these tiny rounds, LD18, $3 each, 5 strands available. Marianne's looking for some purple. Says, I like the black tourmaline grungy beads, says Anna. So these are strands, these beautiful, beautiful beads.
They're called Stardust.
Stardust.
And they're silver plated and brush finish.
And
brush finish.
Excuse me, thank you. And these are 3 millimeter, 2 to be exact, 2.8 millimeter strands of the Stardust rounds. So we have the 6 millimeter Stardust rounds that have sold. We have these 2 bags of the 8 millimeter Stardust rounds that, you know, these are silver plated. These are one of the best deals on the table probably right now. $16 for these bags. They're the biggest beads, and 8 millimeter is a good size. Anyway, just saying, good bracelet size, good earring size. Imagine those in some flash and some earrings. Okay, LG7. We have one more 17. We just sold an 18. Thank you so much. Deep red. We just sold 2 more of the 18s. We've got 2 of them left. How much? Look at this deep red.
They're vintage plastic.
They are vintage plastic.
What do you think?
Well, if I did these by the strand, that would be probably $8. That would be like 4 and 4.
Let's give it to them for
$5.
$5 foot long.
Not a.
It could be.
LD
Actually, it
19.
probably is.
If you turn them the other way.
Huh?
Turn.
The way they like long.
Oh, they are. Are they drilled? No, they are not drilled.
Like a coin necklace.
Look how beautiful these are. Look at those. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of those for...
That's an inch long. That would be a foot long.
Yep. They are 1 1/4 inches.
So it's more than a
$5 foot long.
Here's another deep red.
Okay, how much for those? Those are nice.
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know what they are.
They're glass.
Gotta make room on the table here.
Vintage glass.
Ooh, foil glass.
Maybe 50 cents.
No. Maybe $1 a piece.
How many are there?
5.
All right, $5 to make William happy.
I can't do $2.50.
Right,
sorry, everybody. No, $5. We're doing them at $5 because they're beautiful.
They're nice.
Vintage foil glass rounds. These are lampwork glass, about 15 millimeters. Look at how beautiful those are. So there are 5 of them here. And let me move some stuff off the table because we're filling up the table. So LD16, which no gotten. No one wants the 8mm beads. I don't know why. I know what I'm making with this weekend at the store, though.
Maybe.
We just sold LD19. That's the vintage plastic lot. Thank you so much. Those are fun. And LD20 are the Lambert glass. Look how pretty. I mean, I'm okay. All right, everybody.
Oh, how about this?
Look, let me just pull out these LD things that nobody wants.
How about this with LD16?
Look.
Wait, what is it? LD what?
LD16 is the... Whoa. As they just drop it. Well, I'll pull that. I'll find that one later.
How about this one?
Look at those. Look at that. That's perfect size change. Okay. Anyway, that was
with this?
LD16 with what? This?
Don't that have sparkle?
It does. It's got different sparkles. LD20 is just sold. That's the Lambert glass lot. Look at these.
Those are polymer.
These are polymer by Andrew. And add these with LD16, these 8mm Stardust.
Do you think that would go good?
That would keep everything super duper light, right?
Mm-hmm. Maybe for earrings.
Look at that, everybody. Put that on there. Get some sparkle dew going.
Sparkle
dew. These sparkle dew.
Sparkle dew.
Look at those.
So
how much are you charging for your beads, Andrew? Get in the bag.
What do you think?
Stop being defiant. I don't know. These are at least probably $2 each.
All right, sounds good.
You want to sell them each?
How many are there?
There's 9. It'd be $18. Let's just do the whole lot.
Let's give them a deal. 16.
$16 for the whole lot. These are handmade polymer clay beads by Andrew. Andrew TT. LD16 would make a really pretty bracelet with a little spacer or focal, says Ann. I know. Those 8mm beads, they're awesome. LD21.
I kind of think they go with the red too.
They do go with the red.
The plastic sold?
Plastic sold and these sold.
Then get rid of it.
I'm getting there. Let me do my thing. You're bossing me from across the room. That's his way. LD17.
He acts like he doesn't like it.
LD. There's still one of these available if anybody wants it. These saucers. Currently at this time. LD18. There's still 2 of these available. These little 3mm rounds in the Stardust. I keep wanting to say sawdust because we went to Sawtooth, and then the Stardust makes me want to say the sawdust. We've had those before too. LD19 has sold. That's these. Oh, bag. There's a bag.
You want something different?
Yeah, let's do something different.
Well, somebody said pearl with the, I don't know with those, or with the blue. So maybe these cream pearls.
Okay.
But something this flavor.
Ooh, with those?
Or dust. You want to go razzle dazzle? Blind them and knock them
razzle dazzle. I think these with the pearls would look really good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. How much you want to do these pearls for? These were store pearls.
I don't know where they went. You know, we probably put those when we moved.
Yep, we did.
Let me see those real fast.
They're probably worth more than what they say. LD22. What do they say on them?
They're 24. I can do 20 for them.
20?
I know.
How many are there?
There are 3 strands.
3 strands.
And these are good.
These are good. These are good vintage pearls. Look at it.
Mommy, daddy, baby.
Look at these beautiful pearls. Look at the color. Look at that color.
Where's Charlie?
We don't go on Instagram.
Why don't you like Charlie anymore?
Charlie kind of sometimes pops up on YouTube. They're popping up too, but I think these with these.
Something grungy.
Like, look at this. Look at those together. That just brings out that creaminess in both. I think those would be fun to play around with. LD21 and LD22.
What about this?
That? Ooh.
Is that available?
Should be. Where'd you pull it from? The same bag? Yeah, available.
Or you want something purple? Somebody said purple.
How much you want to do this for?
You can name it.
Let's do it. I'll do it real inexpensive for y'all. $4. Look at these hematite gold moons. So electroplated hematite.
You're like the goddess of the moon and the oceans, controller of tides.
So if you add these with this, and there's the gold speckle that Andrew's got going in his beads.
How about this with those?
What do y'all think?
Oh.
How
about that?
You got more of those?
Yeah.
What do y'all think of that combination?
I think it's winning.
And Andrew says it's winning. Look, he has these gold bead caps. Gold bead caps to go on these. How beautiful are those? Oh. How much for those? Now that transforms these beads of Andrew's into something even better.
It looks very luxe.
Yeah, it does.
They're going to be like, that's polymer clay?
I know. LD24. How much for this?
And let me give you some just for your Temptation Island. This I'm not selling because I hoard these like it's my job. String it up.
What?
The bead cap. You're not going to do it on camera, so they have to guess and think about life.
Think about life.
Gilbert said, yeah. Disappointed. What do you think?
What do you think of that, everybody?
Into earring, you're done.
Throw a pearl on there.
Oh, I like how that kind of glows pinkish red. It's like romance.
Oh, look at this. Do another one.
Double stuff?
Oh. No.
Not for earrings.
Not for earrings.
No way.
But I'm saying a bracelet.
Oh, to give them my idea.
Yeah. And do we have I don't know. We have a white pearl off the strand, but I think a pearl in between there in a bracelet. Or what else?
Stardust.
Let's do
Mixed
that.
metal.
Let's pick one of these 8mm unsold Stardust beads.
Look how he's going to shame you.
Look at this, though.
Oh, bless it.
If I can get it in the hole. They are hollow. They're harder to use. Here we go. Struggling on camera. Always fun.
You'll be fun.
But can you imagine a bracelet?
You don't have to imagine. You can see it.
Look at that.
Metal. This is like a palm bead.
Nice in combo, Marianne says. Mermaid combo. Those hematite crescent beads are cool. Love that combo.
I think sometimes they will.
Anna's asking, do we have any more of the tiny hematite stars that we've had before?
I can check.
LD sold. LD23 has sold. That's the Andrews polymer clay beads have sold. And the hematite have sold. Look at that.
I don't have any more stars. I do have this. And where do those purple ones go?
Marianne prefers it with the pearls. You can do that, Marianne.
I prefer the pearls too.
Do that. I don't know. I like the stardust bead. What am I doing? Hold on. Set it there. I know when you hold things, I get frantic.
Oh, wow.
Because it's like you're waiting for me to do. Yes. How much are these gold beads?
How many are there?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 of them.
If they are, how much is that if they're 25 cents?
$4.
That sounds reasonable.
$4 for LD24. If you got those Andrew beads, I would just grab those.
Did anybody buy any of those owls with the crowns? The paintings I made?
These ones? These ones I think are the ones that are still available. I have to look. Because these ones sold. These ones are still available. I think. Anne said, think Vogue said mixed metals are a coming jewelry trend. Not that they ever went out for me. And Anna says, I've been mixing metals by necessity forever. Kristen's asking, any turquoise today? Maybe if we find something that goes with stuff. The whole idea of today's show is we are mixing and matching and designing together to show you possibilities. We just sold LD24. Huh?
Maybe turquoise goes with that.
Yeah. I could see turquoise with this. You got the big nuggies.
Yeah, these ones are smoking.
Smoking hot. How much for those?
Those would go with the pearls.
Yes, they would. LD25.
I can do those for $10 each.
$10. There are 3 of them available.
I think one's slightly larger, but that's kind of rounded out.
Yeah, but it's got a little nick in it. So, just a little.
Let me see.
It's just where the...
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's a stone.
It's the way the stone is.
The matrix.
So we've got these turquoise.
Nice Hubei.
Hubei from the Hubei mines. And
I like it because it's got more pattern.
Yeah, they've got good patterns. So these are LD25, $10 a bead. There are 3 of them available here.
Turquoise.
And says I got priced out of my own snootiness and it made my designs better, right? Mixing metals. Out of the snootiness of just like sterling or fine silver.
You know what? I don't really care.
There's a place for everything. But
if that's your vibe, then.
But I love mixed. I think it's a good vibe. Let's see what I miss here. Turquoise. Back in the day, I only used sterling or gold plated. I find that hilarious now, says Anne. Turquoise goes with pearl, says Kristen. It certainly does.
Yeah, there. Look.
See? Look at this with these beautiful vintage turquoise with vintage pearls.
that's a winner.
That's a winner.
Chicken dinner.
Right? So this is, see, let me take away what has already sold so that people don't get confused. So LD21 has sold. We sold one of the LD16s. Hooray.
I think William, he fixated some of them, and if they don't sell, he's a little bit of a bee in his bum hole. And when they sell, he gets delighted.
I do get delighted. I think when I see something that's very useful and it's an exceptionally good price and people, I'm like, why? Why?
You know what? Maybe we'd go with that turquoise. Did you do this yet?
Maybe we'll go with that. I'm trying to look for bags. I didn't yet. I had that beside me though to do.
What size of a bag?
Well, the size of bags that these little things.
Let me manifest that for you.
LD23. This little baggie. This has sold. Remember, if you'd like to claim anything from today, we only get claims via email. So send us an email with the lot number that you would like. It is first come, first serve. Some items we have more than one, like these turquoise. These are sold by the piece, $10 each. 3 of them available. Send us LD25, for example, in the subject line of an email to info@allegorygallery.com. And that's how you claim. It's the only claim. We only take claims that away.
Our people know.
Our people know. New people.
No.
Those new people can become our people too. Oh, LD25, we've just sold one of the turquoise. Thank you so much. Two, yeah, Andrew hoarded these. We've got 2 of them still left. And there you go.
Who's the red ones already?
I'm getting there. These are really nice. I'm going to give you the price that's marked on them. LD26. These are $14. There were 3. It looked like there were 3. They're just longer. 2 of these available. There is a narcle as much as some people. I love sparkle sometimes. There's a place for everything, I think.
I think if you use it sparingly, it can be really interesting.
Look at these. These are table cut check glass with that gold bronzy exterior. These are beautiful coins. They are 12 millimeter coins, table cut. And look, I think this right here would all go together so well. You've got this, and the pearls. Look at that. That would make a good combo. That would make a very look, I think. Use some pearls in there. Add a few dots of the coins, like here and there, throughout the string, and use the turquoise as the focal. I think that would be super beautiful. LD26. There are 2 available, $14 each. All right, did you get something else for me? You want to use these? I know. Piles of stuff. Piles of bags. There's piles of stuff.
Maybe do those cubic pony bags. I think those are good.
Okay. Cubic zirconia.
I use them sparkle.
What price do you want to do on these? They were $35.
Can do 28.
I'll do 27. They were 35. I knew he was going to be better for y'all.
Trying.
Let's see. Marion says, nope, red and turquoise. What? I know. Look at these cubic zirconia drops in this beautiful carnambury color. Talk about sparkle. Real cubic zirconia. Stunning drops. Faceted.
I don't know the beauty and wonder of these.
And this is when I started making jewelry, I used Austrian crystal in everything. Then my style changed and I used none at all. Then I got some crystals and started a big hoard.
I love the vintage one.
Yeah.
But you never know how it goes. 1 minute you're into it, you're like,
We just sold out of the LD26s. That's the check glass strands.
The red ones?
Yep.
Okay.
Those sold out.
Thank you.
We've got one strand of the cubic zirconia only. Beautiful strand. Oh, we just sold one of the strands of the pearls. Thank you so much.
Thank you. What do we have up for now?
We have pearls with turquoise with red with cubic zirconia.
What about this with the pearls? That's one of Ava's buttons that I had set. Ava's buttons.
Ava's buttons that Andrew had set.
My friend set it for me.
So how much on that?
I can get it for 24.
24. LD28. $24 for this pendant button. It's one of Ava's buttons. Fruit. Got an apple, you got a lemon, you got a pear, you got it looks like a banana, you got some grapes.
So many apples.
Yeah. So you got a button. It's a little chunky this way because it's a button. It's been set. Marianne said those CZs are lovely, aren't they? Let me move this over so we make room for everything, and then we're going to start putting some stuff away that's been sold. So what we're doing is we're setting up things, letting you determine what you like. We're going to design a little bit together as far as what goes with what. We audience participation. So if you see something, you're like, oh, I think this would go great with LD28, for example, then let us know and we'll see if we can find it and we'll show it to you. And it's a beautiful button, isn't it? Only one of those available, LD28. And that's all right. So we've sold these. I can take these away for sure.
Most of them on purple.
Yeah, I think purple could go really, really well. Like I think these could be fun together. What's this? Amethyst. Look at this. Is it?
Do they feel cold to you?
They feel cold to me, but
they're too perfect.
I don't know. Does it have the? I don't know.
Dark amethyst, round faceted 12 millimeter. But you know.
They feel cold though.
So there's no inclusions.
There's no bubbles though either for like glass.
But that way, sometimes they put pressure and so any kind of bubble. I don't know, but they're very perfect. The price is only $32 on those, so
maybe they are. I don't know.
I can't. That was just like perfect. That would be like $180.
Yeah.
Because too perfect and the color is too rich. Like one of those stones would be like, I don't know.
As I'm trying to look, yeah, I don't know. They're nice, whatever they are. What price them at?
I can do them for 32.
32.
That's how much they cost.
One end.
One strand only.
Kimberly says the amethyst is gorgeous. Let's see. We've sold LD28. Thank you so much. Anne says would go great with some little vintage whites in the right shade of white. We know who's got a lot of vintage white beads, right?
Who?
Anne.
Oh, because she collects.
She collects them. This is a beautiful. Yeah, this could be aesthetic, but it also feels cold to me, which is usually a sign that it's a gemstone.
It's also cold.
But it's also chilly in here.
What about these?
But so they may be synthetic. If they're not, you're getting your whole life. What are these? All these? You gonna sell the whole thing?
Sure, I'm ready.
Usually buy the little, like 10 or 12 of them. Are you sure?
No, you put that in my
Yeah, I
Never
think.
mind. Put it back.
I was gonna say, I don't
Put
think
it
you.
back.
These aren't. You're not. I can't let you do that.
Put it back.
But they would be very cute in between some of these things.
Oh well.
Those were a little. Anyway.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, he says. Okay, LD28. This one is sold. Thank you so much. Let me bag that up. Okay, so right now we have some pearls with some turquoise with the CZs with the purple. What can y'all help us, y'all? What can pull this? What can tie some of this stuff together? Use. And so it's anyway, just as a tease. They've shown them before. We've had them before. They're those little bird fetishes. I just didn't know he had this many of them.
Don't worry about it.
These bird fetishes.
Know about everything I have.
I think they're shell, hand-carved shell bird fetishes. Some are bone and some are shell. He usually sells them by like a package of 10 or 12. And he was like, I'm just going to get rid of all of them at once. No, because I know the price would be too low. I know what he would do.
Mm-hmm.
So that.
He's saving me from myself.
I am, because he likes you all so much. And yeah, he would. Mm-hmm. How about with these?
Oh, you said purple.
And stuff together too. That you keep putting there. What am I doing with this? Can any of these go with this?
Do the small purple one, and do the big purple.
How much you want to do the small purple?
4, I guess.
Okay.
You seem so insecure about your prices lately. You're like, what is it? What is it?
I'm just asking you.
Well, oh, here I got something crusty.
Look at these light purple.
That's probably best you ask me.
I know. Sometimes I price things and I get in trouble.
Wow. I do get better prices usually.
So that is LD30. These vintage crystal. These are 4.5 millimeter LD30. Look at those. All right. What did you just put up here? Bags.
Mm-hmm. You know what could be cool?
What?
The purple. What if we did? We take it out of the bag.
Okay. Put the pearls away. Because I think we're done with. We've shown the pearls. Sold a strand. I think it does. Oh, you want to show this with the pearls? Okay, let's put the pearls back. One more.
It's small. It'll fit.
It's small. It'll fit.
Wouldn't that look so luxe?
This is LD 31. Was 36. And do
24. 25.
25. Says can't go all the way to 24.
It's sterling silver, bro.
It is sterling silver. I know. I was surprised we went down to that price.
Well, don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Just enjoy and feel happy in your heart.
A Peridot sterling silver vintage box clasp.
Look at that.
It's stamped 2.5 on the bottom.
Look how good.
Look how nice.
These like any of his birthdays in August?
My mama.
Well, maybe. Does she wear?
She doesn't wear jewelry.
She wear jewelry.
Something, yeah.
She.
Kimberly, it's time for me to find my headphones. Bubby is coming in the house to watch his shows or hang out with you all. Well, thank you.
What does he watch?
What kind of shows does he watch? Look how beautiful that is with the pearls.
We drove through Missouri.
We did.
Just the wrong side.
Wrong side. All right. So that's, I think this is the last we've got too. We had a bunch of the.
I have one more.
Oh, do you?
But not the stone.
I mean, the peridot ones. We had a number of the peridot. And this is a pretty nice peridot in there too. LD 31 down from $36 to $25. All right, I'm gonna put the pearls away.
Yeah, if it didn't sell, it didn't sell.
And so now, okay, let's see. Let me get in order. One, two, two. One person got the pearls.
They are particularly nice.
I know they are. Nobody. One person got the turquoise.
Okay.
The turquoise away. One person grabbed one of the turquoise beads. DIY on Magnolia Network. He watches. That's not bad.
I like Magnolia.
Yeah. But we get wanting to hang with us instead, though.
Mm-hmm.
Joanna Gaines.
Mm-hmm. She's a hoppa like me.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Is she hoppa? She's hoppa.
Yeah. What else? Do some of these? No. Do this. Oh, I've done these before. I think we priced at $10 before.
That's a steal. Look at the quality.
I know. Can we keep them at $10?
You can do it since you said it.
LD32.
I thought for that when I bought that from Ornamentia and a long time ago.
Look at that. Lab pendant drilled through there.
That go with the purple.
This purple?
Maybe.
This purple.
Maybe all of the above.
All of the above purple.
Do you like that? Or is that a little bit too green? I like green and purple.
I think it's pretty.
Isn't that a good piece?
LD32. This pendant is, let me do it in inches here, approximately 1.75 inches by 1/4. Is that the 30 by 40? I think it looks a little bigger than that. Yeah, 30 by 45. Oh, we just sold another one of the 22s, the pearls.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Is it because I showed you that?
This is, oh, I love that combo.
This one?
The labradorite.
It's like your map, Queen of the Fairies.
Yeah, that's a fairy queen.
Yeah, but dark fairy.
Dark fairy. Look at that.
On Sealy Court, up in here.
On Sealy Court. Marianne says, I would try to watch both. I don't do well with watching two once.
Yeah, right. He plays his vintage TV on there, and then he's watching stuff on his phone and watching on his tablet. I said, I'm going crazy.
Oh, you, Mr. Watching your TV. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Listen to him. Exactly. Me either. That's two things at once.
There you go.
Susan says, yes.
Don't shame yourself.
I'm not trying to shame anybody.
LOL.
LOL. Keep it upbeat. Keep it upbeat. LD.
Upbeat. You're going to
33.
Yourself.
Upbeat yourself. What do you got for me?
What's up there?
Where? This?
Yeah.
These? How much you want for these? There are 3 of these grungy black. These are Tech Tight. Tech Tights. $4 each. Sound good?
Fine, whatever.
See, when I say it's like, fine, whatever. It doesn't inspire confidence in my pricing, sir.
Keep it up,
Dan. I tried the multitasking, but overwhelmed since Susan. Didn't say it would be wise or successful, Marianne. Tektites falling from the sky. Again. So these are Tektites. These are, let me see. How are they drilled? Are they drilled? Are they drilled? I don't, oh yeah, they're drilled. What's drilled? They're drilled through, let me find them, through the top. They're pendants. So they're all the top. Yeah, now that I see that they're pendants. Oh, well.
Oh, wow.
So that's LD33, $4 each for Tektite pendants. They're drilled through the top. And there are only 3 of them available. That's some grungy black for all of those who wanted the grungy with the stardust, right? Mm-hmm. So let me pull out for if anybody just joined us and missed the stardust.
I think that was the other one, the purple. Purple and black is a very valid choice.
Purple and black. Yeah, so is silver and purple. Look at this. Look at those. But also, look at those. Grungy with the stardust. Marianne says, remind me of dried black figs. That's
blackfish and figs is my jam.
Andrew does love them.
Yeah, I love a fig. Fresh figs. I don't care if I'm eating lost juices. It stings so good.
Those with crystal. Awesome, Susanna. These with crystal.
Crystal?
Like this cubic zirconia we just had. Look, oh, that looks nice. I like this. Let's pull this out again. We didn't sell 27 yet, I don't think. Look at that. Look at how, look at how those play against each other. Rough and the dark with the bright bling. Oh, I think that's fun. And this is or the stardust, right? How about the cubic zirconia? What do y'all with those? You like that? Or you don't like that? I like that. We've just sold 2 of the 33, so there's 1 of these Tektites left. Somebody got like a 2-for-1 deal right there. Love the contrast, says Anna. Kimberly says, love them. Those are way cool, says Kimberly. Halloween spooky, says Anna. Oh yeah, Halloween with the black and that carnelian color, orangey color. Marion says, I like fig jam, but we make a cheese board with figs at work. That's why it's in your mind.
Yeah, and I would buy it.
Andrew's like, I would be there if you weren't in Canada.
The meat I would get.
If it's a cheese board, it might not have meat. Not a charcuterie.
I like a malabrigo.
Malabrigo.
And manchego.
Manchego. I love a manchego.
With fresh slices of pear. I
think
that sounds good.
Does sound good. I'm getting hungry now.
This? Here, push it.
Push it. How much is this? One little bead.
I could do $10.
LD 34. $10. This must be a special bead.
I think
it is. I mean, it is special. Wendy. It's an everyday cheese board, says Marianne.
Bergman.
Oh, Wendy Bergman.
He was next to us at Bead and Button for years and years. Guy Crow.
Look at that, like, beetle.
But wouldn't that go?
Beetle body. With what? With these?
Could be.
If you got, like, somebody picked up 2 of these. Make focal like that.
It reminds me of, like, outer space or something.
Yeah.
All right. Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going. Let me put some stuff away.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what you're talking about. It's like, get it off the stage. Nobody wants it. Get it off the stage.
We'll design quicker.
Just quicker. What's your input, everybody? What do you like? What are you feeling? What do you want to see?
I think a berry color.
Right now, we've got a lot of green and black happening here. We've got this green peridot, sterling silver. Nobody got that.
Am I gonna have that?
You might. We've got this beautiful, which I don't think nobody's gotten this yet either. This labradorite pendant, vintage. We've sold 2 of the 3 of these, and nobody's gotten this yet either. Bro, bro.
How about that goes with the peridot?
With the peridot.
You like that?
I do like that with this vintage stick. Bro, bro. How much for this? Bro, bro.
$5, $6.
I think 6. That's a lot cheaper than you'd get in the store. So these are vintage plastic, but look how cool they would be if you paired them. Like, use the plastic with the high-end sterling silver and peridot class. All vintage.
Very, very nice.
But you mixing that kind of what people consider like high-end and low-end, like plastic with sterling and gemstones.
Obviously, I haven't bought plastic recently.
With 2 different colors of gold and silver.
How about with this?
What? Who's getting wild in here? Do the unexpected sometimes, right? I gotta cut more papers. I'm running out of papers.
I cut a bunch of paper for you.
I cut a bunch yesterday too. I used it all. I took it on the road. It's in the packing.
Yeah. You want only high with high?
Oh, only high with high.
Or I'll give you some.
High end.
There you go.
Giving us the high end. Ooh.
Peridot.net up in here.
Peridot.net. Barnaby.net. Barnaby.
He's selling stuff tonight. Ooh.
See the sass factor?
My sass factor is only maybe a 2.
A 2? 2?
Yeah. Not 5.
Mine's like a 1.
It's more like a 10.
I am not up to sass 10. Let's see. 35 just sold. The vintage plastic. Thank you so much. Back to lurking. Phone needs charging, says Marianne. Peridot and the purple are awesome together. Alphaba color.
Let me do it. I'm ready. They may have sold a little bit of money with that movie.
Sold a little bit of money?
With that book, that movie. Yeah, maybe some dolls.
Okay, so this is peridot. Peridot, large strands of peridot square-ish beads. These are long strands. Well, they're like 16-inch strands. Oh, that's very long. 16-inch strands, it's long for what they are. And we have these at $24. But let's do a little something else for you tonight. LD36. We had these at, what did I say, 24 at 18. And how many of them are on here? We have 4 strands. Beautiful peridot squares.
And look how that goes with that bead, that black bead.
This?
No.
The dichro.
Yeah? No?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
I think more lush for the peridot. Here go.
You got to step it up even more.
More.
LD 37.
This one from Tucson.
Yeah. This was 68. We can bring it down to 60. Can't go too low on those.
Well, it comes with sterling.
It comes with sterling clasps. Yes.
I'm just gonna cut all the chain off, and then I'll just make one big chain, and it will be my friend forever.
Your friend forever. Sterling chain. These.
That's the winner.
Are the peridot graduated, slightly graduated.
Mm-hmm.
Heishi.
Triple A.
Triple A grade. With that.
Yeah, look, it just makes that sing in your eyes.
And if you want to replace the lobster claw,
you may have to put some spacer between, otherwise you're gonna have a choker.
Yeah, but
look at that. Who's the winner now? Who's the queen of the empire?
Who's the queen of the empire?
All right.
Is
that good?
I think we can clear this deck.
Clear the deck.
I think we can clear this deck.
You have some green though that could go with that, but you keep some space because those plastics sold already.
The plastic sold, yes.
And nobody wants labradorite.
Nobody wants that labradorite. Good price.
What? Just mark it to 8.
What? You just told me it should be worth more.
Mark it at 8. I'm ready for it.
Mark it at 8. Let me make sure. 32. No. All right. Andrew's just cutting the price. $8. Ooh, squishies, says Kimberly. Squishies.
Delightful.
All
right, get rid of it. Everything. Clear it.
Clear it completely?
Yeah, it's ready. It's fine.
It's ready to smallerish bags.
Okay, let's see what else.
It's beautiful with the peridot, says Anna. We just sold a 32.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you so much. Andrew did it.
I'm victorious. Maybe.
Doing a big bag, too.
You want? Oh, there's another one.
Another what? Oh, somebody tried to get the 32 again. Sorry.
This bit.
Yeah.
So you're not rattling around.
Rattling around so much.
Like an old ghost.
I'm gonna need another one because I got that dichro coming up.
Okay. Which granted.
Thank you.
Another wish.
Oh, wishes.
There you go.
Love when wishes are granted. Win the lottery. Win the lottery. Win the lottery. If I could, I would buy it all, Kimberly.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Buy it all.
More.
Remember, you can turn all of this into more money later, right? That's how it works, isn't it? Isn't that how it works? Now, where's the bag for this? There was an official bag.
I don't know what you do with your life. You've got choices and you've got choices.
Oh, there it is. I've got choices, all right. Susan says, hi, everyone, joining late. Late meeting today. It's all right. You know what? We're going to have a meeting on Friday. Creative Make-Along. Friday.
Oh, I don't know if I can do it.
Know if you can do it?
The reason why is I go the next morning.
I know. I was telling them all about your show.
And I'll probably need it last second.
every last
Well,
second.
maybe. I might have it on the background.
Looks like it's going to be me and you all for the creative making.
Yes, we'll have to entertain everybody.
Me? No.
All right.
What are we doing?
Yeah, there's piles here.
You told me not to do them.
No, I didn't. Not at all. I said there's these purple and green beads.
LD38. Purple and blue.
That's 30. Called gray.
That's called gray. Gray, blue. Which one do you want me to do first?
This.
Then how much?
$3 a string.
See, as soon as I started putting something down, he told me to put something else there.
I'm getting your indication here.
I can tell.
You all design so slow. I don't.
How much are all these? We do have to do that part of it. This is what
you can put it down on the ground and then price it. You can do it for 6 a strand. How many strands are there? 1. This one.
It's one big strand.
All right. That's more fiber optic.
Mm-hmm.
I can do 3. All right. And then that's a dyed. And then that would be 12. All right, what do y'all think?
Okay, fiber optic coins. Super cool. $3 a strand only.
Alphabet style. You know, from TV and movies. No, we're sponsored by Grimmer or whoever made those movies.
And then we got
Cynthia
these.
Ariva. What's her name?
I don't know.
What's their name? I think they're non-binary. What's their name?
Anybody? Anybody?
Arivo.
Look at these. These are so pretty. Crackle glass.
Their nails real long. Like they're gonna. It's like. No snap.
And then more of the fiber optic. Let me use some sizes on some of this stuff. These are 6mm. These are 6mm. These are 20mm. And then these are beautiful. It's dyed agate.
Faceted.
Hmm?
They're a little faceted.
They are.
Faceted rounds. I like the banding on that.
And these are 6mm.
What? I just grabbed 6, 6, and 6.
Yeah.
And 20.
Kimberly missed the question. Who's in Wicked?
Who plays Elphaba?
Cynthia.
Elphaba.
How large are 38? Probably that question came in before, but in case you missed it, they were 20. 20mm. By, let's see, if you do them this way, they are 5.5. Glinda and Elphaba.
Is Ariana Grande is Glinda. Is it raining?
I don't think so. All right. Right.
What about this for the green though?
LD 42. Like that. That would go with the Paradone with the greens.
That's more like a watermelon.
Mm-hmm.
Watermelon style.
Watermelon sugar. How much? 4? 5?
I was gonna say 5.
Okay, I'll do 5.
That should be 8. So again, a little bit.
Cynthia, Eric.
No, that
Anna
doesn't sound
says, right. Yes, Anna, that's right, says Kimber. ERICK. That might have been autocorrect. Spell check. Erivo.
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 How about next?
These are not 6mm. These are 4.5.
That'd be cute spacers.
Cute spacers. These are, I think these would be super cute together.
For 3 and 5.
$8.
Make a bracelet.
$8.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody? Let's see. We've sold 38.
What about
one
this?
of these? Thank you. Ooh, lamp work. Look at this. Look at this, everybody.
Made to be.
Made to be.
Mm-hmm.
Even these could be pretty. Made to be. What about that?
That would change it. Make
that
it
changes
brighter.
it. Yeah. But those all are fun together. How much is that strand?
$6.
6.
That's not artisan.
D43. $6. Not artisan lamp work, but lamp work nonetheless.
Yes, looks nice. I know some of y'all like the polka dots.
Right. I think that with 40, I think 43 and 40 are meant to be. I think 42 and 38 are meant to be.
Do y'all like that? Okay, Nate. Y'all okay. Let's play a different game.
What's a different game?
So let's clear the deck if nobody wants these.
Okay.
And then we'll
We just sold 3. That's the lamp work.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you so much.
Let's maybe. What do you want to pair with something? We can.
Anna, how big? She says, Anna, I answered 3 times. 20 millimeters. 20 millimeters.
Oh, it's the other way.
20 millimeters by 5 and a. No, by 5. By 5.
They're round.
What is 42? These are a dyed quartz.
Kind of milky, so agate.
Dyed agate, probably of some sort. Dyed agate.
Or something that's the same thing.
Maybe, yeah, maybe chalcedony, but we'll say agate. Okay, we did 43. Yeah, 43 sold multiple times. 40 just also sold, so that's these.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Where should we go from here?
I don't know. What's your new game? You said you had a new game.
We're gonna pick something else. That's the. I'm getting tired of looking at it.
Andrew's done. He's done with the green and the purple.
More choices. Y'all still want to?
Anna says, sorry, sound is still cutting out. That's okay, Anna. I'm just playing.
He sassed you. I told you factor 10. Y'all thought I was playing.
Factor 10 up here.
Maybe 5.
Above 5.
I think I'm more of a 2. Well, 1.
Oh, do you? I beg to differ.
2.5.
7.
Split the difference.
7. There was no. You made your own difference. Split the 2 and the 7. You're up to 5.
Let's be more reasonable. So
more reasonable. So 2 then. Up 38. What was 38? That was the green. Yeah, that was the green. The second of the sold. So those are sold out. Thank you so much.
Split the difference.
Split the difference. Okay, let's.
That pink. You can keep the pink.
Keep this.
What do you think?
Yeah, because we got some in here like these oranges. Hey, look at that one. Look at that. Fine. Look at that.
I got loose. Let's do it.
You don't think?
So we made this mix, and it's got the ones. There you go.
Look.
You know, I made for a customer that needed pink and orange earrings, and they're like, I need pink and orange earrings, but you don't have any pink and orange earrings. So I made pink and orange earrings.
He made a bunch of pink and orange earrings.
And so in the shop, there's a bunch of pink and orange earrings.
So you got those. These are those fiberglass. And then I don't know what these are.
Let's check.
Check glass. Old check glass. Is it? Oh.
Yep, that one's contemporary. Those rectangle long with 2 holes is vintage.
These, yeah.
Purple and orange ones are, that's crystal.
Beautiful crystal.
And then that's check. And that one's contemporary.
Kimberly says the cat's eye is amazing. The fiber optic. Aren't they? That's what those green ones were we just had, those 20mm discs.
Yeah, that is... Cat's eye is another name for optic. You know, that's how they make it. They reach out and touch them.
Yeah, that's how our internet functions. The internet we're using.
They're just bigger pieces.
It's fiber, big giant fiber bundles of fiber glass.
So who's got a shovel?
That they send signals through, and it goes through quick.
Who's got a shovel?
Shovel. What was this?
I can do on it.
LD43 $43 for that whole mix. If you can't make a $12 earrings with that, something's wrong.
I hope you would make more.
Yeah, good. But that's what I mean. One pair of earrings would easily cover the cost of that. Plus, that you can add this in there, $5. Look how well that goes together with those.
It's meant to be.
It is meant. Look at
it. Has been written.
Look at that
in the script of Barbie.
All right.
So saith the word.
Oh, 42 just sold. This one, thank you. I'll take that away.
What about some vintage? You know, different. I get.
Oh, he's getting something different for you.
Punch it.
Oops, wait. That was no. See, this is what's getting me. This is LD44. Because I'm clearing decks and not looking. 44. We had 43 already. 44, everybody. 44. Okay. Let's move this all over here. That whole kit, 44. What is now? What are these?
Vintage plastic.
Vintage plastic.
Very vintage.
Very vintage plastic. Look at how funkalicious those are. They're 2 holes.
Miss Neil will go with that.
How much you want to do these?
I can do 10 for the whole lot.
10 for the whole lot? These are super duper cool. I've never seen these. 2 hole plastic beads, flat backed. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of them in there for $10. And size, where's my calipers? Size wise, they are 17.5 by 23.5. And 44 has gold. Thank you so much. That's that little kit. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Thank you. Many gratitude. Blessings and abundance.
Abundance.
All right.
Abundance
what
for
do you think
all.
That creamsicle?
It goes with the creamsicle, everybody. What kind of beads got?
What do you want?
What do you want to see? Give info.
Otherwise, then it's just me picking this stuff again.
Yeah, otherwise the whole point of this show.
Designing together.
We're designing together.
Birds of
together forever, birds of a feather.
They're like, what is happening?
Andrew's free associating. It happens.
Don't worry about it.
LD45. So far, nobody likes those.
They want to see what they can see.
Yeah. What do you want to put with those, everybody? Give us ideas in the comments before someone grabs them up.
Brown.
Brun. You want to do that on them again? I know.
Could do 10.
10 for the whole lot?
Mm-hmm. There's a lot.
Yeah. LD 46, that's a good deal. $10. I don't know why the computer is running so hard. Look at these. These are ceramic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Large hole ceramic glazed beads. Those would be big enough you could run 2 strands through those holes.
Mm-hmm.
And be able to use these.
What about wax linen?
Wax linen, not through them.
I know the 2-hole probably is what throws people.
Yeah.
They're like, 2 holes.
2 holes.
2 holes.
But those are perfect for when you make these bracelets.
I know. I think that was made for a vintage bracelet.
And if you did do knotting in between, you use the wax linen knot in between instead of putting any beads in between. That could be cool. These large beads are approximately 18.5 by 5, about a hole in there. 45 has sold. That's the vintage plastic 2-hole. Thank you. Kimberly's saying string on silver silk. I bet. I don't know how wide is silver silk. These are about 5 millimeter.
Here, try this one.
Whoa, that's a mega string. Where did that come from?
Don't worry about it.
Normally we sell these. Okay, let me show you what it is. This is mother of pearl.
The good part.
It's the good part. And normally we sell them this size in the store for $8. So I don't know what Andrew's going to be charging. No, don't make me name that.
You can name it.
Because I'm going to name it by $8 times whatever.
You put all the pressure on me, guys.
Ragazzi. She says 3 millimeters, so that would easily string on silver silk because these are 5 millimeter holes. So you could definitely do that. Anna says, I want those 2 hole. Good, good. All right, let me see here. Oops.
Still having fun? How many people?
We've got 17 people still watching, hanging out.
And thriving with us?
They're not designing with us so much anymore. They're just kind of waiting for us to show stuff.
She made a suggestion.
Yeah, the silver silk.
We
We have some.
I'm not gonna say no.
We have some at the cottage.
I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna manifest.
We had some bits of it.
I'm gonna say yes to manifestation.
Yes to manifestation.
Not no.
Not no. Don't say no. Whoa! I'm gonna say yes to throwing more beads.
It may be the oldest piece of silver silk of creation, and that lady tried to marry off her daughter to me, and I was like,
Who tried to marry off
the silver silk people
before
the Swarovski party, and they had them people with the black levinesses pouring drink for people, and people were getting a little bit crunk.
That was before Nile?
That's before Nile.
Before Nile. Okay, you still never told me how much this. Because this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is like $48.
I can do 36.
Okay, 48 down to 30. This is stunning, everybody. In case you didn't know, I'm just telling it. Stunningly beautiful mother of pearl. Look at those. The whole strand. This strand is 24, 5, 26, 27, A 32-inch strand, a mother of pearl knotted in between each one for $36.
Oh, you know what might be nice? Because we still have that pink on here. This one. Somebody asked for a locket.
Oh, it is a locket.
Don't show it.
I am. I gotta write the because I gotta write the thing. LD.
You're
48.
making your voice sound unpleasant.
How much for this?
I could do $6.
Wow. I was like 24.
Not fun.
$6.
Vintage.
Vintage locket.
There's a crystal on it.
There is. There is. And then it opened. Gotta make sure I'm not pulling the tab. There it is. Oh, look. It's got little hearts inside. Vintage locket.
I think that's, let me see, maybe cold enamel.
Looks like it.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you. 30, LD 48.
Somebody said they wanted
$6.
And then that's the purple.
That is the purple.
And there's a little bit of pink.
There's the purple. There's maybe some of the blue. We had those blue icy rounds yesterday. That would go really well with that. I don't know if anybody grabbed those or not.
How about this?
How about this? How about this?
How about this? Do it.
Oh, we just sold 48. That's the locket.
Show it.
Okay. How many strands of this do we have?
$6. Wouldn't that look nice with that? Crackle glass.
This is LD 49. The gray-blue crackle glass. Look at that together. Beautiful.
That would go with the
long strands, everybody. These are
too long.
They are long. They are, I think, 32-inch strands. Yeah, they're about 32-inch strands, and they are 6mm rounds. This is OMG goodness. I love that locket.
Thanks.
Anna's saying, the 3mm leather from last night would be beautiful with the caramel color. We had the leather in the teal leather.
I think that's sold, didn't it?
I don't know. But I probably have enough to cut a little more. If anybody...
That would fit.
With this.
Bird of a feather?
Bird of a feather. Look at that. Teal leather. That was BT from last night. It's $3 for 3 feet. $3 for 3 feet. We just sold an LD 49 as well. That's the crackle glass. We have 1 strand left of that.
Are y'all tired of box clasps?
Y'all want more box clasps, or are you done with the box clasps?
Because I have a really beautiful sterling silver one.
You're going to tease it. He's going to say, I have a really beautiful... I know you're all tired of it.
I know.
Hi, DB.
That's how she talks.
She does talk like that.
Where's my cutters?
I don't have them.
They had a purple handle.
I know, you always have the purple handle.
Where did you put it?
Wait, I'll leave. I have one of these still left. I'll leave these out. 48 sold it. We'll take that. $48 away. 49, we sold one of those. 45, okay. Still 40 available. Still 47 available. Still still have 49 available. And Andrew's going to give us 50?
Maybe.
Maybe.
If I have the cutter. But
what'd you do with the cutters? There's the big cutters. Will they work?
What?
Memory wire cutters?
That's not memory wire cutter.
No?
It's a double flush cutter, and I sincerely hope you're not cutting memory wire.
I don't even use memory wire.
Wow.
I didn't even know those were up here. Never mind, I won't ask anymore. Where, oh where are the cutters?
Without it. Let's pick something else. Let them decide.
Let them decide.
You know, I'm gonna go with let's go with that. How about that with that purple? You like that?
I do like that. Let's see. It's 12. That's a good price. That's a good price. With this,
those go with this shell too. Another pearl.
You got this. There's beautiful blues in there, and then with that, look at they bring out the colors.
Or both.
Look at that. Ooh, that'd be pretty.
Nobody got those ceramic.
Nobody got the ceramic, the large hole ceramic.
Could fit leather.
Even though they could fit leather and silver silk.
Or sorry silk.
Or silk. Yep. Yep. What do y'all think of these? Everybody's getting quiet. Why'd y'all get quiet?
Thinking about stuff. Maybe.
Thinking about stuff.
Right. How do you feel? Do you want to?
Well, it's 10.
Keep going, or are people tired?
Maybe we'll pause for tonight. Do you want to do it again?
I don't know if they like the sass.
The sass? Andrew sass? You don't like this, everybody?
If y'all could stay. It's when you push your lips together until it makes
that pursing.
Mm-hmm.
They lose their.
But not in a kissing.
They lose their color.
Oh.
White-lipped.
No.
No.
Like a ducky, but not so sticky out.
Ducky, but not so sticky outy.
Or clear the board. Maybe they'll get bored of this.
Kimberly says, "Bring the sass."
Oh, they don't want to.
Maybe we're not sassy enough. Right. That's when we get into trouble with each other, though.
I know. Then I'll be like,
Kimberly says, "I can be sassy too. Pretty sure we like your sass." Everybody wants the sass. Sass factor 5. Then Andrew and I fight.
What? See, here's the thing. People say they want it until they get it. And like, oh, no.
Oh, no. Back off the sass.
Never mind. LOL.
LOL.
Hashtag
JK. Michelle says, very tempted by a couple of things. Oh, good.
Tempted by the fruit of the love.
Of another. Another bead.
Did you see this? Or is your eyes closed to it?
Oh.
I'll put that up.
Thank you. Do I have the round thingy? I don't know if I have the round thingy.
What's the round thing?
I think it goes around. I have to see if that's around too. I might have that. It's a little hat. It looks like a circle with a little top, and then it sits down over it and spins. But this is the part I was looking for. I think I might have.
We're going to look at that?
Sassafras sass, says Anna.
They like it.
Squeeze. Why does everybody keep saying squeezy? Squeeze. What are we squeezing?
I don't know. Who's squeezing?
Squeezing the Charmin? No. Squeeze the Charmin.
That's not it.
Kimberly's about to send her son to college. Had to pay some of the fees. Oh, that education. That education.
So don't that kid work?
Don't that kid work?
He's in the band.
Tell him to apply scholarships, right? What are you doing?
I got a tutorial on how to do that. They're like, never mind.
Mama's got to buy beads. Go apply to scholarships.
Get to work. No, I'm sure they're great.
The square beads.
Oh, the peridot? Those are the squeeze? Squeezing the peridot beads?
Oh, you just quoted a squeeze song, Tempted. Oh, that's what it is. And squishy.
Squishy?
Squeedy. Square Heishi. Squishy. Never heard it. I don't know. I like it.
I bet I know who did that. That sounds like somebody I know would know.
Oh, somebody you know. Somebody he to know.
What song? Who sung that?
Somebody used to know. Okay, what's up next, Ann? We're on 50. Are we stopping? Are we going?
I don't know. It's up to them.
We've dropped down to 12 people.
Then go off the TV.
The TV. He's like, we go under a number.
I'm hungry.
I am hungry too, and that food smells really good.
Why you're so sassy?
LD50 just sold, by the way. That was that pendant. So thank you so much.
Yeah, I could go longer if you want.
Let's eat. Because remember, our bedtimes are supposed to be
in 1 hour.
In 1 hour, yes.
I haven't done my duo.
And we haven't done our duo. So thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah.
We appreciate it so much. I'm going to work up the spreadsheet and the invoices.
Sage to clear the sass.
His own. He's going to have to walk around with it.
Gonna get blown on the sand.
Oh, you should have saw that. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Have an amazing night, and we will see you back here tomorrow with something else, everybody.